About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
From the 30 on second down, Prescott. Left side to Lamb. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Prescott to throw it. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. And that right there, his first incompletion of the game, pretty remarkable.
So let's start talking about all-time records, because with that incompletion, maybe over a 2-game sequence, or maybe starts a new streak now, because Ryan Tannehill, over 2 games, hit 25 straight. Now, the incompletion, we're taking this record out of play. But Mark Brunell, when he's with Washington, 22 straight completions to start a game. This guy is on fire. 47.
Prescott yet again. Open man, right side, it's Lamb. Touchdown, Cowboys! CeeDee Lamb, his second touchdown of the night. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from evening this one up.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air. Because right now, we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that in the broadcast.
You know, I just grab the nugget when I can.
Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. Oh, a mistake there. The kickoff out of bounds.
Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, well, that's a costly mishit, and now you put your team in a bad spot.
They'll try the right side here with Fournette. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Brady. Over the middle to Evans. 20, 10, touchdown, Tampa Bay. The 4th touchdown pass of the game for Tom Brady, as his guys have now moved out in front. Extra point try now for Succop. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. From the 6. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
Prescott on first down. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Dallas, Texas is the spot. Third quarter inside AT&T Stadium. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10. Prescott now. His throw incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Prescott. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And the Bucs are going to take possession of the football.
Well, this is simply a great read by a defensive back. It's 3rd and 10, so he sits right on where the yard-to-gain marker is, knows it's going to be a route around that distance, makes his read, breaks on the football, and makes a terrific play.
Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Inside handoff now to Fournette. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
The slot man in motion right. Brady going to try and throw on 3rd down. Caught by Jones. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. It was 3rd and short, and they go flying past the marker for a gain of nearly 30 yards.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. 2nd down, back to Fournette. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Evans, the man in motion left. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Slot man moves right. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Not too many missteps in the red zone thus far. He was going for his 5th touchdown pass. His man couldn't shake free there, but boy, he knew he was going to take another shot before this one's up.
Yeah, exactly, because you know 3 is good, 4 is excellent. You get 5, that's a whale of a game. So that CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. A tougher task for them now. That turnover on their last possession led to the field goal, meaning that they have to now try to erase a 2-score deficit here in the fourth. Meanwhile, Dak's throw pulled in by Lamb. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Prescott. He finds his target. It's Schultz. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. Throwing, Prescott. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
46.
To the air again, Prescott. He rifles one that's intercepted. And the Buccaneers are going to take possession of the football. And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now. And
you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call that ended up maybe closing them out.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And this is caught by Evans. That he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against them.
And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. The slot man in motion right. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Man open, here is Jones. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
Fournette running out of the gun. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Again, it's Fournette. And that winds up a decent run, and it also takes us to the 2-minute warning. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Slot man moves right. Brady going to go on 4th down. Open man has got it. It's complete.
And he's going to have the Bucs first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th.
So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10.
Up the gut, Fournette. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine.
Fournette once more on 2nd down.
It's a gain of 8 there, and that should be enough to seal the victory.
I know we're in the era of wide open football, a lot of spread formations, more space.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Dallas Cowboys and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
And we are underway from Houston. Return this from deep in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
At their own 15-yard line.
The slot man in motion right. First play, first pass for Brady. He completes it to Julio Jones. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. That one goes for 24 yards.
That's an excellent read right there. Saw cover one. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there. And he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Brady going to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
But when you're going up against a talented receiver like that, you just know that they're going to bring more people to him, right? They're going to double cover him every chance they get.
I think that is what we're going to see all game long. An early taste of that double, maybe even sometimes triple coverage we might see.
Yeah, I think what they're counting on, his talent to sometimes beat that double coverage.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the 1st down carry.
Nice chunk of yards on 1st down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on 2nd. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down at 6. In motion right is Evans. From the 39, Brady into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. To throw is Prescott. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. And the Bucs are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now a play fake. Brady. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
And that's how you shake off the interception he threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to two people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Evans in motion left. From the 36, Brady. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
So third down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. Evans, the man in motion left. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 19. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Into the red zone, it's Brady. Right back to Chris Godwin. And the Bucs are going to have a first and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. To throw is Brady. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. Touchdown! Tom Brady with a touchdown pass to Chris Godwin. And the Bucs use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point up and good by Succo. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, or they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Prescott now on second down. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And the Buccaneers are going to take possession of the football.
Well, they're certainly not giving much up to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Now Evans in motion left. So after the INT, it's Brady. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Evans, the man in motion left. Fournette, a first down carry. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance, they're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
A comeback route, and he connects with Godwin. And in for the Buccaneers, touchdown. Tom Brady with a touchdown pass to Chris Godwin. And the Buccaneers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Suck up for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit. Like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with it. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
He pushes through a would-be tackler to get about 3 yards. Second down. On 2nd and 7, Prescott. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. They find some open field here. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Noah Brown from 19 yards away. And the Cowboys are back within a score.
As they began this last drive, things weren't exactly looking up for this offense. But after what they just did, putting the ball in the end zone, that took them away from the brink of possibly being knocked out of this game.
Brett Maher on for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. Following the touchdown, here's Maher to kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series.
Taking it right down Broadway. The 20, 10, 5, touchdown, Tampa Bay. Leonard Fournette, 82 yards. And the Bucs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point put through by Saka, and it's now 21-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits. And Prescott, his 3rd interception. Picked up by Jamel Dean. And the Bucs are going to take possession of the football.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Brady now on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
I'll give them credit winning that first snap and forcing an incompletion. They're hoping that'll deflate the offense a little bit if they took the field charged up after taking over after a turnover.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Brady. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. That's on Shaq Mason, the guard. Temporarily out of field goal range now as they come up on a 2nd and long after the holding call. Now Brady.
This is caught by Evans. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Brady now to throw. And he slings one that's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
On second and 10, Brady. He finds his target. It's Evans. Touchdown! Tom Brady, his third touchdown pass in this first half. And the Bucs have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point try now for Succop. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Well, this offense trying to change the script here a little bit, CD. Trailing on the scoreboard, and the last time out on the very first play of the drive, they threw that interception.
And you definitely saw his coaches, teammates come over to him on the sideline, trying to help him shake it off because in this game, his team is down right now. So it's important to make sure you get some confidence back for both the quarterback and the entire offense.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And the Buccaneers are going to take possession of the football.
Well, CD, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. With 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked them off.
Yeah, and instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him throwing the football, why we look at the defense? They came in prepared, had excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
Brady now on first down. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
Well, this is a defense that's definitely on their heels now because they gave up the running play for good yardage 1 play ago. Now the pass here sets this offense up first and goal. They're going to have to dig in strong now because they've been in retreat so far in this drive. This offense on the march.
They'll give Fournette another crack. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Leonard Fournette as the first half is winding down. And the Buccaneers are able to add on to their first half lead. Extra point up and good by Succop. And the rout is on here in this first half. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure. And my goodness, another interception. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD.
I cannot imagine a more